Hey everybody, Animated Tony here. I want to tell you again about my friend Nathan and Caldwell's show Drawfee. It's a super funny drawing show. And in this episode, our friend Willie tells an embarrassing school story and they make a real time out of it. Check it out. I think you're really going to like it.
Ooh. Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Caldwell.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Willie.
Guys, Willie is joining us today for a very special episode of Drawfee. Today's suggestion is not a suggestion at all. It's a product.
Whoa.
That's right. A new paradigm for Drawfees. Please send us things.
Yeah, if you're a company, send us a thing.
Phase 3 of the Drawfee cinematic universe, where people send us stuff and we use it.
Yep.
Today's product comes to us from Wacom. They sent us one of their new bamboo sparks.
Very nice of them.
It's very nice. It's very cool. It's essentially like a drawing pad. It's a sketch pad you can draw on and then instantly translate your drawings into your computer. It's like in the movie Tron when Jeff Bridges goes inside a computer, except now that can happen, but with your drawings.
It is also like the movie Tron in that I don't know how either of them work. They both seem like science fiction because you're drawing on paper, then you click a button, and then the drawing is in your phone.
The Bamboo Spark is an amazing tool for students and artists alike. You can use it to take notes, you can use it to doodle in class, or you can use it to pay diligent attention in class, which is what I would do. So in the spirit of that, we've asked our friend Willie Muse, the schoolboy rascal of the College Humor and Drawfee and Dorkly offices, respectively.
Forever schoolboy, Willie Muse.
Forever a schoolboy, to come on the show and regale us with a tale of his school days. And he's actually going to draw as he talks about it. And then it will be our job to take his chicken scratch and render it into some beautiful goose doodles. I guess that's the evolution of chicken scratch.
Yeah, goose doodles.
I would say you're being unfair to both chickens and geese. I cannot draw. I cannot stress that enough.
Well, that's the challenge. We're all learning together. That's what this is the spirit of the episode, Willie. It's back to school time.
With the bamboo spark, anyone can draw.
That's true. Hey, is that the slogan? That's very good.
I don't know. It should be.
Well, enough chatter. Willie, get into it.
So Nathan and Caldwell were asked to tell a story about an embarrassing school moment. And, of course, they immediately thought of me to do it. So I thought of the time in, I believe it was first grade, when as we all remember, we had back-to-school photos, which were super fun. And the photographer, being cool like he was, decided to say, hey, kids, after this next one, we're going to take a silly one.
You gotta.
I just heard silly one. So while everyone else was...
Selective hearing.
I was not a bright child. So while everyone else was posing beautifully, I was making a silly face and crossing my legs in the most uncomfortable way I could think of, because that was humor back then.
So this was like a group photo.
This was on the steps of my school's courtyard.
So everyone's there. You don't think to look and see what the other children are doing. You're like, I've got my silly face.
I had
on
my
lock.
Silly face, and I was ready to do it.
Oh my gosh.
I just love that you thought that maybe that you had ended up with the coolest photographer.
Oh my God! No, he spoke to me as a youth. But the kicker to all this is that, for some reason, this was not the only photo we took, but it is the one that they chose. And so those are feet.
What you've drawn here is like you've configured your feet in some impossible formation. I think that's why they kept this photo, because they were like, what is he doing with his legs? They're a perfect pretzel.
Literally everyone, and it was a class of 50, 60 kids.
Oh, wow. I can't believe you're going to draw 50 and 60 kids.
Yeah, you're going to draw all 50.
Yeah,
I
was on front row center. So I essentially ruined the picture, but they either did not notice me or wanted to shame me for the rest of my life, because I went back to the elementary school and it is hanging there as the class picture that we are to be remembered by. So here's my class photo.
Okay.
I think we're ready to watch the magic happen.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, this is very cool. We just
happens.
We click this button, and
where does it go?
In real time, the picture downloads onto my phone, onto the Bamboo Spark app.
And this is great because now you've just got this picture forever on your phone to remember Willie by.
And there
Back
it is.
in the day, whoa!
There it is. It
That's
happens.
insane.
It's so quick. It's so quick. It's so fresh. It's so clean.
Well, Nathan, is it time to get roaring on this thing?
Yes.
Is it time to tear into this drawing and try and perfect it, even though it's already pretty flawless?
Perfect.
It's pretty flawless. We just have to complete the image, tell the full story.
Yeah, we have to fill out
happened.
this fresco, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan, I need you to just heck up those legs so bad, please.
Yeah, well, Willie, you had such a strong neck and shoulders as a child. Look at that thick neck.
He's a strong boy. And those are 2 brownies in your lap there? Those aren't shoes.
Yeah, he's wearing brownies.
Your mom baked you 2 big pans of brownies and you just shoved your feet into them and went to school. And that was your lunch. Back in the day, if you couldn't afford shoes, your mom would just bake you some shoes.
Because, baking brownies every day is a lot cheaper than a pair of shoes.
These would have to last you the week. This was your food and shoe budget.
One pair of brownies per week. Mm-hmm. That's all we can afford.
Right.
That sounds like a great challenge.
Maybe it was the style of the time, though. I don't know. I don't know what things were like growing up in Washington, right?
Yeah. Well, it was kind of the style. I was always jealous of the kids who had the light-up brownies.
Oh, yeah.
Because those were really cool.
See, at my school, it was all about pudding shoes.
Oh.
The real ticket was you get those ones where it was a vanilla chocolate swirl.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you get vanilla on the left foot, chocolate on the right foot. And then you just plop them in, and you're kind of just sloshing around with your big pudding shoes all day. And it was very messy, and it got banned. The teachers wouldn't allow it. That and yo-yos, those were the 2 big trends.
Pudding shoes. The 90s were great.
They really were.
They were, but they didn't have bamboo sparks.
That's
It's true. They had to draw on paper like chumps. They didn't have paper plus, which is what I'm calling the bamboo spark now. So I guess you're adding in the stairs here.
Yeah, I'm trying to straighten them out a little bit. Although, I don't know, I kind of like the melty stairs.
I think that the stairs are melting as reality warps around this new vision of perfection.
That's fair. Okay, so let's stick with the melty stairs.
What did you do to these stairs, Willie?
Just my silly Nirvana.
It looks like you're sitting on 3 Twix.
This is dessert school. You have your brownie shoes, you got your Twix stairs.
Twix staircase. Did you do that? Was that part of your ability? Was you made a face so silly that it kind of made everything else silly around it?
It kind of created like a Wonka-esque chocolate factory.
Oh, man.
It all happened in less time than it takes to capture a photo, because if you look at the photo now, it just looks like a weird kid who didn't listen to instructions. But what I was actually doing was altering the fabric of time and space to create a magical candy world for all the children to enjoy.
To me, this is basically like if someone said, hey, you know that movie Akira? Well, what if it was Akira, but instead of turning into a freakish muscle baby, he just made everything chocolate and candy and sweets and gummies. And I like that. I like this interpretation. It's kind of like a Willy Wonka meets Akira type movie that I'm pitching to Hollywood right now via this video.
I'm going to say there's a reason my name's Willie, guys. And it's all coming together.
Oh, my goodness.
Nathan, do you have any more details to add, or can I hop in here?
No, I think this is really bringing back some class photo memories for me. Just looking at it.
We've all been there.
Caldwell, you finish this up.
Well, first and foremost, I am going to add the last detail, which is, everyone's nose was bleeding.
Oh, sure.
The thing is, it looks like blood. It's not. It's red vines.
Oh, yeah. It's melted red vines. Yeah, Willie, I'm so impressed. I had no idea you had these powers.
Yeah, you didn't know I am the Alpha and the Omega. I feel like we've been tiptoeing around that on the show for a while.
A little bit.
I am a superhuman god.
So, I think it's pretty clear why the photographer chose this photo to use. He had captured something. He probably thought he could submit it to, a Ripley's Believe It or Not. I found the silliest kid who used his silly face to turn everyone in his school into candy. But they just wanted to put it up at the school.
Right. But they put it up at the school. And this photo, it's just, it's so perfect. It's like it represents the best humanity has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to write in very tiny here, Silly Willie, the title of the photo.
Most school photos, like, they list the names of all the kids, but this one, Willie's clearly the most important.
Yeah. And you can see, this is kind of like, this is all that's left, you guys. When we've all crumbled into the oblivion that comes for all man, this is all that's going to remain. And, like, I'm actually going to draw, like, this is the, you can see this is the wall of the school. Mm-hmm. It's still standing, but, like, just barely.
Oh, this is in the future.
Yeah, this is years in the future. I'm envisioning, like, we're kind of telling the tale of, like, an Asimov-esque science fiction story where, like, aliens stumble upon this photo in the future and kind of have to, like, piece back what happened. Because this was kind of the last moment. It's like in a video game when, like, you see something like this and you're like, oh, this is where it all went bad. This is where it all broke bad.
Oh, wow, everything is on fire.
Yep, it's no good.
Oh, no.
May I just say, I think that more episodes of Drawfee should revolve around me conquering the world.
Right.
This is definitely what we told Wacom we would do.
Yeah.
We were, we're going to start off talking about awkward school moments and their product that they sent us. But, don't be surprised if we end up veering off into a post-apocalyptic candy nightmare.
I think this is very relatable. Don't you guys hate it when, don't you hate it when it's class picture day and you accidentally unleash your full psychic potential on your classmates?
Well, can I say one thing? That there's one way and only one way to prevent the oncoming onslaught that I will rage on this world.
There's still time? Are you saying this is like a vision of a future that we can avoid?
Well, if everyone goes out and buys the bamboo spark,
oh wow,
nice.
Everything will be good.
Well, yeah, because the bamboo spark, like we've said before, is a piece of science fiction. We don't know, like we've demonstrated one of its abilities, but we don't know what sort of anti-psychic candy monster abilities it might display. Again, I have no idea how it works. It doesn't seem like something that I thought would exist in my lifetime, where you press a button and a thing you drew on paper becomes digital.
Every time Nathan looks at his phone, though, he does accidentally drop it. He screams and drops it.
I get startled easily by technology. That's true.
He's a bit of a Luddite. So you're saying that, like, in the future, like, maybe these aliens or, like, we ourselves have sent a message back in time to be like, and we've sent it, like, psychically to ourselves. Maybe Willie is feeling bad and, like, in the future, Willie is psychically sending a message to himself to be like, hey, I messed up. Like, I feel bad about enslaving all of humanity and turning them into candy monsters.
Wow, future Willie
It's a Terminator
gets nice.
Situation.
Yeah. Or
I
maybe
start mean and then I get nice.
Oh, you're like a Sour Patch Kid. Sour, then sweet, then gone. Except never gone.
No, never gone.
Sour, sweet, forever, eternal.
Willie is currently floating in space, entombed in, like, a kind of giant Sour Patch chrysalis.
Yes.
Kind of like, that big baby at the end of 2001.
Right.
That's kind of what he's doing.
That baby was based on me.
Right, it's true. Most of science fiction, most speculative works are your just psychic tendrils influencing society, trying to prevent this moment from happening. You're just reaching back. It's the guilt of this is what the name of the short story would be called. It'd be like The Guilt of the Candy God or something like that.
Candy God's Lament.
Yep, there it is. This is what they wanted, right?
Yeah.
Candy God's Lament.
Beautiful. Bravo. Brava. I think that's going to wrap it for us, right? I don't see what else I could possibly do here.
Well, let's once again thank Wacom for sending us their bamboo spark to try out. That's very cool. And also, just in general, we wouldn't be able to do Drawfee if it weren't for the products that Wacom makes, specifically the Wacom Cintiq, which is what we have been drawing on for the majority of this episode.
Yeah.
There is a link in the description of this video where you can find out more about the bamboo spark, specifically how it might suit your needs for back to school. And we encourage you to check it out.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Wacom is really just legitimately the best product out there. I love it. I use it every day.
People ask us on every video what we use to draw. It's Wacom.
Yeah. If you're looking to get into drawing, I recommend picking up, especially the Bamboo Spark or the Intuos. or one of the other bamboos. I think all the bamboos are great for budding artists. And you can use that to send psychic messages back to yourself.
Yeah.
The power of art. Well, guys, this is going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. And Willie, I'm very sorry for whatever I've done, and please forgive me. Please don't turn me into one of these candy monsters. I'm sorry. We're sorry.
We're sorry.